gotta try to pick a new background, a beautiful background. Pretty good. I did exercise. I can't get naked if I'm going to keep this on Facebook. But I guess I'm supposed to meet my Dutch friend for pizza, which I figured I'd want some sustenance after teaching yoga. Oh. Oh. Thank you, Michael. I'm gonna try to unbind this tripod. I think that was enough. Yes. Look at this. Oh, this is a pile of trash that I found here. And this pillar had fallen over. You see where it was in the dirt. I set it up and balanced it and used it as a monopod to attach my tripod to. This is the Playa Camarón, which means shrimp. And it's not a great place to swim because it's very rocky. And the tide is very low right now, so I don't think it would be fun to swim there. So I'm going to put it on my face because you love me. Sorry I have my hair all braided, but I was doing that for yoga. Oh. And I'm going to walk back up to the meditation point because I left my sarong up there. And then I'm going to go downtown. Do you guys have any questions? How was your day? What did you do today, honey? What did you bake? What did you drink? What did you watch? I'm watching some Dominic Vine TV. We love you. We love you too, Michael. Michael's in Texas. Look at this beautiful view. A little cove. And look at this crazy cliff, right? And these gigantic San Pedro cactuses. Or something like San Pedro. I'm walking amidst the erosion and trash and just life up this path, quite difficult. Oh, my legs are so sore. I just did a standing set of yoga, which I haven't done in a while, and it was one of those telling experiences where my legs just couldn't deal. Like I was doing stuff that I've done many times back when I was teaching yoga regularly and living in New York City and walking everywhere and riding my bike around. Oh man, I could not do it very well today. So there's these nice stairs that go up there. Oops. There's these nice stairs that go up here into the bougie land. See how bougie this is? Very bougie. But it's mostly closed. There's like no one there. But I'm taking this path, which is the bad boy path for those of you who grew up in farmlands and had to climb over barbed wire fences. That's the path I'm taking. It's not really climbing over because, well, this is not a fence you can climb over, but up at the top, you see there's like 5 rows of barbed wire up here, like we're protecting Fort Knox, but I'm going back into the land before sunset. Look at that. The land before sunset. It's up above the hill now. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful cove. Anyway, see this nice yellow thing? We're walking around it. And see this barbed wire? There's only 2 of them here. So we're gonna send you through there first so you're safe, and then send myself through the barbed wire fence without getting cut up. Because we don't need Dominic to get cut up by barbed wire today. There we go. I made it through safe. I guess I should have had that on me. Look, I made it through safe. Went to the grocery store. Yeah. Life during wartime. Listen to that Talking Heads song. Oh, I'll just have it on my face. Hi, Van. Love you. Walking up this path, barefoot, a little spiky. A little steep. A little barbed wirey. Oh, man. I had a nice visitation today from an iguana. This happened a couple days ago. I don't know why it's never happened before, but I can pretend it's nature telling me to stay here. But I was sitting in my room where I had some papaya cut up. It was a very bad papaya I had today. Sometimes they're good papaya days, sometimes they're bad papaya days. You know what that's like, right? And an iguana just walked into my room. He just said, "Hey, can you feed me?" I'm like, "Oh, I guess I can give you a little bit of papaya." Look, I just grabbed my sarong, putting it in my bag, going for a walk into town. Here, let me turn this around. A tree grows in Brooklyn. Is that about being Italian? An Italian New Yorker? What's that about, Michael? I've heard of a tree grows in Brooklyn, but I don't know what it's about. Look at this ocean. Crazy ocean, right? Yep, that's just what I was gonna prevent. There we go. Look, this is kind of a selfie stick, except it's just a tripod. But it at least allows you to get a little further away from me, which gives you a little perspective. Can you still hear me? You can hear me fine. I'm just walking. Try to give you a good, there you go. That's the background you want to see. Oh, I really should lay down. You know, that's what I'll do. I will go to the beach and I will lay down on the sand for a few minutes and chat with you while laying on the sand. Maybe I'll just let the camera look at the beach from the beach as opposed to being up here. Actually, I'll show you this view because I love it. Boop. Come here. I love this view. There's the Roca Blanca, some birds swirling it, where we just were a minute ago. It's about a young girl who grows up in a poor neighborhood in the early 1900s in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. A tree. I love this view of the swirling water. Yeah, look at that. Okay. I went to go look at a house today that my Italian friend is moving into, and I think I decided that I'm just going to stay here at Shambhala. I haven't talked with the managers here if they will allow me to stay here. I don't know why they wouldn't, except that I feel like they don't like me, but that might just be not true at all. They might not care, but I know they think of me as money, so you know. But I'm going to pay them like every week instead of every month because I don't know when I want to leave. I don't know how much longer I want to stay in Mexico. I wish I were just like absorbed in writing a book, but instead I'm just doing daily videos that don't have a lot of continuity. However, I did record an hour and a half daily practice today. 2 days ago, I recorded like about an hour of instruction. And today I just recorded a little over an hour of instruction. So again, it's not like I'm getting paid for this, but some people are donating, which is very good. If you like to donate, you're welcome to. And I'll be uploading that to Facebook or not to Facebook, to YouTube. Hola! Oh, my legs feel like jelly because I just did very intense leg stuff. Look at all the Shambhala in the background. Walking down from Shambhala. Oh. Here. Look, there's a bunch of surfers out in the water. Can you see that? Can you see the bougainvillea? Those spikies. Look at those spikies. Hey, cactus monsters. I think that's pitaya, the dragon fruit. The sad Mexican sculptures. I don't know what the story is about that dude. Huh. Don't need the flash on. Shambhala. I don't know about that. Oh. No iguanas to show you today. They're just not around at this hour when I do these videos. I love the iguanas though. Hi guys, what's up with you? How are you doing? I looked at some Facebook Live videos today just to see like what was going on Facebook Live. I hadn't done that. You know, you can like click into the Facebook Live, and over half of them were video games. People playing video games and broadcasting their video games on Facebook Live. So it makes me feel like I could do anything here and it would probably be more interesting to the vast majority of people than watching other people play video games. Now, I say that with general ignorance of, well, not ignorance. I know that my brother has told me that there's some guy on YouTube who has like millions of followers and all he does is play video games. So, the hell do I know? I don't know. Naked people on the beach, dogs, waves, girls doing yoga, boys playing soccer. Can't show you because I'm respecting their privacy. What? What? Dog is very upset about her planking. He's like, why are you planking? Don't plank. There we go. We got some beachiness. Some beachiness. Look at the boys playing soccer. Look at the beach dogs. And other beach dogs. And other beach dogs. And the rocks and the rocks and the waves. And crazy huts. Check it out. I think I can go this way. Oh, sad dog. Look at sad dog. I think it's 7, Ricardo. I think it's 7. Oh, I love this sea arch. Forever interested in the sea arch. God, I want to go swimming. Go swimming. Yeah, I think it's 7, Ricardo. This might be a bad idea. I just want to jump in the water for a minute, you know? Where can I put this that's safe? No! Oh no! messed up the live broadcast. It rotated the video in a weird way. Can you guys still see me properly? Because it's made it look really weird here. It's made me look sideways, and this has happened before and I don't know how to fix it. Michael, do I still look, do I look like I'm rotated sideways, or do I look fine? I'm gonna jump in the water real quick. Ferocious here. The waves are very strong. Yeah, last year when I was in Thailand, I could relax and chill out in the sea for hours because it was like body temperature, which was not good for being refreshed and relaxed and cooled down. But the waves were just like, you know, this. Here, you have to fight the whole time. And it's got this history of killing people, so there's a little bit of trepidation. It's kind of cold. I wouldn't say it's cold, it's cool. You know, it's cool. It got cold last week, but it's not cold now. It's nice to see families with the kids. There's a lot of people out on the beach tonight. It seems like the social distancing moment here has already passed. It's not natural social distancing. Again, it may have something to do with how Mexicans are theoretically not afraid of death. They're not interested in being afraid of death. That's a theory. The Pacific Ocean is always cool unless you're in Japan. It's the way the currents flow, but in the United States. But I mean, here in Mexico, it's gotten time to go south enough that it's warmed up much more than it usually is in California, all the places I've ever been in California. Oh. Yeah, I don't think you can see that. I don't know how to turn that around. Oh yeah, you can kind of see the sun there. Looking nice and red and orange and delicious. Tell me about it, social distancing in New York. Yeah, Richard or Ricardo, did you hear singing tonight? I heard there was supposed to be some kind of like flash mob sing-along in New York tonight of New York, New York. So, Michael Pino, are you not allowed to even walk on the beach? You're not allowed to go there at all? That's the closed beach situation in Florida? And what happens if you go on the beach? Like if you sneak past, are there barricades? Oh, there's police at all the entrances. So if you, oh, so Ricardo, you heard the singing? Did you sing along? Yeah, do you get fined if you try to go on the beach? Yeah, you get fined? Okay. It's no fun, man. America can be a drag with land of the free, home of the brave, right? Land of the free, home of the brave, theoretically. Oh. This hotel is being constructed and they are just whipping that out. Whipping it out. Amazing to see them build it while I'm here. Oh, hi Fred. Oh, the cops are on the beach. But it doesn't look like they're telling people to get off the beach. Yeah, they really only closed the beaches here so people wouldn't gather for Semana Santa. They were very serious. They were very serious about that, but right now they really don't seem to be. But who knows? You guys want to see this, the ocean? Here. Ah, there you go, Beth. Have a little bit of ocean. And the rocks, naked people, the sun. So Michael Lindsay, does that mean you're allowed to go on the beach, but you have to be off the beach by 9? Or you have to be in your house by 9? What does that curfew mean? Love you, Clara. Love you, Clara. Oh. Oh. Glad to share, Beth. Happy to share a virtual relaxing moment in this little village by the sea, on the beach. somebody had etched in the sand. So I'm going to take my pants off and lay down on my sarong and relax for a moment. Because I don't want to wear these wet shorts because I just jumped in the sea on camera, so I have to have shorts on. Wet shorts now in hand. Shorts for teaching yoga. Guys. Look at that. Can you see it? The clouds are looking all dramatic and gorgeous. It's very nice. So I'm going to turn you out. Thank you, dear. Enjoy this view while I chill out for a moment. Oh, there's a little dog all of a sudden. Just got caught in my existence. Little dog. Being naked is much better, yes. Yeah, it's been very nice to be here on this beach where I can be naked. Let's turn that shit off. Oh. I love you guys. I'm just gonna lay here for a minute if that's all right with you. Sunbathing in the sunset. is not really what I needed to do. Hold on a second. Hi guys. Look at that. Thank you, dear. I don't know, I always think it's a British thing to call it the sea. The sea. Maybe it's a Midwestern thing. I remember being very confused when I was a child to know if it was the sea or the ocean. So I remember where I lived in England, they called it the North Sea. Ah, sea, and then you just asked. Yep, exactly. I've come to think that the sea is, let me try this. I've come to think that the sea is the ocean when it is trapped, or not trapped, but divided somewhat in by land. If it's somehow inland, if it's somehow that's the sea. So like the channel, the English Channel, the North Sea, between what we call Great Britain and like the Netherlands and Scandinavia. The sea is the ocean when it's kind of trapped inside of a space. The Mediterranean Sea. It's not the Mediterranean Ocean. It's not really the Atlantic either. But the Mediterranean's definitely, seawater, sea salt water. All sorts of different movements to keep your body healthy. The Italian guy that I've been teaching, he asked me today if all the people I taught were like him. He said, "Does everybody you teach feel the chi right away? And do they all practice a lot? You're such an inspiring teacher." He keeps saying I'm the best teacher he's ever had. And he's just like, do all of your students, practice a lot and ask you a lot of questions? And I said, no. Most people, in all the classes I've ever taken and all the classes I've ever taught, I would say the majority of people only practice in the class. Even if they're paying like $500 for a class, not from me, but from more famous teachers. Most people don't do the practice. They just take the class, and it's kind of an entertaining thing for them, like going to a theater or going to a movie. I'm glad you guys are relaxing and enjoying the hot view of the sea. I've noticed that when I show, I'll get back to the Qigong thing in a minute. I've noticed that when I show things that I think are beautiful on camera, like look at this gorgeous view, look at the sea, look at the rocks, look at the birds, look at the sunset, I don't get nearly as many viewers as when my face is on camera. And I think that people generally are more interested in me talking about nothing than teaching things. So often I'm in a conundrum of I want to teach people, which I guess connects to what this guy was saying. You know, he's been such a fun student because he's reading all the time, he's doing all this research, he's doing all this practice, and then he's asking me lots of questions. I asked him if I could do a live video with him asking me questions, because he asks such good questions and I have such a good time explaining things to him. But he's way too shy. He doesn't want to be on Facebook Live. And he smokes a lot of pot, so he's just like, oh no, I'd be really stoned and so. But yeah, I want to teach. I want people to be free. I want people to be happy. I want people to be healthy. I feel like I was such a sickly child, so I learned all these tools for being healthy, and all they've done is made me sexy. Look, you're alive and healthy. You're so sexy. That's good, but I'd really love to teach you to fish, not just want to eat me like a fish. Catch a fish in the sea of objectivity. Subject-object relationship. Buenas tardes, Señor Clark. Te llamo, te quiero, no lo so. That's kind of mixing Italian, I think. You are all of the above. You're nutritious and delicious. Dominic, we love you. All that is a normal occurrence. I, however, have looked at the Laurel video first. I love the videos with sundry notions too. Sundry is delicious. Can one of you tell me what time it is right now? It doesn't matter what, you don't need to adjust it for my local time zone, because I know the hour, I just need to know the minute. You can just say it's 12 minutes past the hour, or you can say it's 20 minutes past the hour, but I'm supposed to meet somebody at 30 minutes past the hour, so I like when you teach and talk. Welcome in here. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Mr. Lindsay. Thank you, Mr. Barr. I love you guys. It's nice to be able to dial in a connection. And it certainly would be nice to have you guys all naked on the beach with me, so we could just kind of gently stroke each other's thighs or bellies or necks or backs or shoulders or whatever. And listen to the waves here together and watch the clouds and the light and the sunset. Jorge, I think swiping left or right turns the comments on and off, if that's what happened. You can't see them in the caption field. Not there's like a caption field that's like the lower half of the screen. You swipe left or right. This thing happens sometimes when I'm walking around. I rotate the camera, and like right now my camera's like rotated sideways, so I can't see the whole thing on the screen. So I'm a little insecure about what's actually on camera. I don't think you can see I don't know like where it's stopping in my chest. I'm not seeing the actual image, but you guys have assured me that it's displaying correctly. I like that, Joseph, that I get to be your second sunset. The first month and a half I was here, it was a ritual for me to come onto the beach and meditate during sunset. But then the whole pandemic, lockdown, fear spiral thing made it less of a ritualized stuff to it. So now, for the last couple weeks, it's been live video time at sunset. Okay, great. Okay. Oh wow, just by my belly button. Okay. I hope it didn't display anything else earlier before I had rotated it. But I'm not actually... Soy sinvergüenza, or estoy sinvergüenza, but in a good way. Sinvergüenza. I am not ashamed of being naked on the beach. I was thinking of how Facebook is like, I often think that like the actual governments of the world right now are not the governments of nations, but are the corporations that are selling us reality and controlling us. Not controlling us, but programming us with advertisements. I love you. I'm going to go meet a friend for pizza soon, so I'm going to be leaving soon. Good night, Beth. Good night, Michael. Anyway, I was thinking of how I've often thought how in my lifetime the actual governments of the world are the corporations, and the way you actually vote for the reality you want to live in is not voting for politics, but voting by what you actually spend your money on. What you actually buy, how you buy things. Like, is it through Amazon or is it through some local people? Is it through, are you buying stuff made by some horrible multinational place that's also trading arms and trying to take away the rights to people to drink water, like Nestle? Or are you buying from people who are trying to reforest the earth and protect animals, whatever, protect habitats? That's how we actually are voting. Not actually voting when we vote for presidents. That's all a show because they're being controlled by the corporations anyway. So I was thinking that because Facebook is one of the biggest corporations on the planet right now, one of the richest ones, but they're like a government. They're a control of our reality. They get to make choices about how we express ourselves, how we live. Here in Mexico, I've mentioned this a couple times, that I have unlimited Facebook, but I don't have unlimited internet. Because Facebook pays the telecommunication companies so that it's a faster data pipe to Facebook, and it's unlimited, and everything else is limited and slower, which people were afraid of, and it's really happening. Bet your life it is. Yeah, James, but what if we're not? What if we're not only consumers? We have to figure out ways to reinforce the earth and protect animals. Yeah. So, shameless. I missed that. Anyway, I'll have to look at this later. I have to go meet my friend for pizza. I guess I can take you to go meet him. Let me put my wrap on. So I don't know, I was talking about Facebook and Apple have this staunch no porn rule. And of course you can trade porn privately on those platforms, but not publicly. So they're expressing this kind of community standard that is a government, but it's not, it is completely beyond nations, except China. China keeps that government out, right? Oh, my legs are sore. Walking off the beach now, into town, up one, here, I'll turn this around so you can see the little pier. There are platforms that allow news. It's true, Twitter is a politic, right? Twitter is a government, and they seem to have no problem with porn or other artistic expressions of nakedness. This van has been here the whole time that I've been here. So I don't know who's living in it. I've seen people take boxes in and out, but someone's storage, someone's beach mobile. And look at all these, we're talking about freedom. Copper. Hey, Copper, what's up, Copper? Bougainvillea. Hey, go Bougainvillea. Hey, Fred. LSD Fred. Closed hotels. Oh, there's the friend I'm meeting for pizza. He just passed. We'll be getting there on time together. Demons. This is the town. This is the town. Thank you, dear. I appreciate. Somebody sent me a donation. So if you're in the mood to send me a donation, somebody just reminded me that you can do that. And I'll receive it and be excited and grateful. I don't know why he sent me a donation. He just sent me a message, but I didn't see it. Oh, I'm walking on the main street of this place that I'm in. Trinitaria. Bougainvillea is Trinitaria. I've done Tantra stuff on Zoom. Yeah, but again, Zoom is not a public platform. Like the sessions on Zoom are private, so that's not it's not the same. I've often thought of Facebook as like an agora. It's an internet agora. It's where we like hang out together. And obviously, the way you cultivate friends lists or pages or whatever is kind of like builds a community or a space, a virtual space, a temporary autonomous zone. Not really. But you have to adhere to these standards regardless of what kind of space you cultivate. You don't get the option of just choosing people who like nudity and therefore you can be, you can do it in messages. Hey there, Jasper. Okay, so I'm meeting up with my friends, so I'm going to stop now. I love you all. Good night. Bye-bye. You think we can get pizza? I think we can. We're going to get pizza.